what's going on, guys? And welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things sales, closing more deals, making more money, better commissions. On today's video, we're going to actually talk about the 4-step framework that I actually use when doing my find out or asking questions for prospects that actually leads to more closing opportunities. Let's jump into this training. It's a good one, you guys. All right, you guys, so when it comes to the framework of asking questions or doing my investigation dig when I'm finding out more about what the prospect actually wants to accomplish, there is a framework that I actually use. And the reasoning behind this is that because I want to gather as much information, the right information, and address the right issues in order for me to be able to have the confidence level that I know I need in order for me to be able to present my services or products. 99% of the time, you guys should actually know whether or not a deal is going to happen based off of the find out section. So it's very, very important that you have a strong framework of how you go about asking your questions and getting the information that you need in order to help people to make changes. So let's jump into this. Step number one when it comes to this framework is starting with the big issue. First question that I ask with somebody is, what is the thing that's top of mind for you that you feel like is preventing you from being able to reach your goals? Most likely these prospects, they're going to have a clear picture of what they think is actually preventing them from reaching their desired destination. Once I have absolute clarity and I've asked some additional find out questions about what that actual issue is, from there, I go to step number two, which is what I call the landscape. Now, oftentimes I'll hear sales rep that will do this all of the time where they'll spend so much time on that big issue and the person will just ramble and ramble and ramble. And the sales rep doesn't know how to tailor those questions or cut them off in a polite way that the sales rep gets stuck just talking about the one main issue. So the way that I handle the landscape framework is that once I understand and I have clarity on what they think that the biggest issue that they have is, I'm then going to ask them permission to ask additional information to better help them. I'll then rapid fire a series of questions at them to gather more information to find out if there are other big issues they're not aware of that they need to solve in order for them to be able to reach those goals. Big issue, step number two, is the landscape. It's understanding the entire picture. Step number three is breaking that down. This is where I repeat back to them. I make sure that I have absolute clarity and I'm repeating back to them exactly what they've stated to me with their big issue and landscape to make sure that we're on the 110% same page with the prospect. The fourth step in this entire process is understanding the emotional dig side of things. Everybody has an emotional dig as far as solving the problem, whether it's a business and you're trying to solve their marketing and advertising, or whether it's a weight loss, or whether it's personal development, or whatever it may be. There is an emotional factor that is weighing on them that is costing them sleep or time or whatever it may be for them not solving it. We want to understand what that is. This is peeling back the onion, because at the end of the day, those are the things and those are the reasons of why people are actually going to buy from you, is to solve those underlining emotional issues that are actually happening. Now, kind of a pro tip besides those four things, you guys, is never move on to an actual presentation where you're presenting the problems or solution if at any stage inside of those questions, they have given you some sort of indicator that they are unsure of whether or not these problems can be solved. You are never going to sell somebody your product or service, regardless of how awesome it actually is, if they have their own limiting beliefs and doubts that they can actually solve those problems. Regardless of whether or not it's a compelling offer or not, if they do not believe it, if they cannot see it, they're not going to be able to achieve it. You have to be willing to address those limiting beliefs and challenge them before moving on to your products and services. Hopefully you guys found this information helpful. Like always, subscribe below. And if you have any questions, just answer them or put them in the comment section. And we look forward to having you on another training. Talk to you soon. Bye.